This is the labs version again. So click activate all agents, give you a system breakdown. So that would be like the full roster of agents and their capabilities. So each one of them can have its own individual step in a workflow if you wanted, like you could say maximum optimization. But it is really going to be user driven. As you noticed very quickly that you were pushed straight into article drafting and you went for it to do a workflow and to show every single agent interaction would probably be needed anyway. So I could do it here. That's quite a good rundown of the agents and some workflows. As I said, you're not locked into any particular strict set of workflows. You can be dynamic. You can go for one or all levels of optimization. So as you can see, the agents are all coded in to work with each other, to learn from the past, share knowledge. So what I did here, and it's actually a favorite workflow of mine, what I like to do instead of for data and for entities, I like to just open up the GPT, the regular version of GPT. I put in the title. This one's anchor text best practices. And I go and I do some deep research. So for this one, I said, look, focus on Bill Slawski, rest in peace, and Corey Tuber Kubur. So I let it go off and do research. So what it's going to do here, it's kind of going to bridge that contextual window or create a huge context and citation for the actual article itself. So you see 55 searches, 22 sources, and it pulls in all this data with the URL citations. And then I take that out, and then I come over to MIRNENA. As you can see, I've put in title, then equals to after that, and I've just paste copied the entire output of that in here. So that's a really good start, like to make up what you'd call the data sweep. That's just something I like to do to give it that kind of head start. I don't add keyword volumes or anything like that because I know that actually this is good enough that it's going to every keyword and every keyword variant. It's what it's designed to do by itself. So it'll also target a lot of zero search volume keywords, featured snippets, things like this. It targets everything, basically. And I trust that it's doing a good job. So right here, just gave a rundown because I pasted all that in. That's no problem. So let's do the whole fleet. Where's the workflow? Workflow. Here's activation and research phase. That's technically already done, just for the purposes of the video. We're just going to do it again here. Proceed with A, or usually step 1 or alpha or numeric, whichever you want. So as the title, primary keyword focus, entities, entity query mapping. So we have supporting entities, attribute and relationship mapping, entity positioning for supporting entities and semantic relationships. We will be also doing this query network expansion. You can also expand on any of these. So perhaps I'll do that for you now. Let's expand on some of these. So you can see how versatile this tool can be and how granular you can get on any of the modules. So yeah, you can expand on any of those. We got step C. I'm going to go back up the top of the page soon and we'll have a look at some of the other agents as well. So frame semantics. So let's expand on this. It's given us some options here anyway for the other agents we can see. So let's expand on this first. This will give you an opportunity to see some of the other agents. Now, this still is a preliminary outline. As we go through the other agents, they may optimize it further, change things. So you can see it's covering everything here. Logical progression, entity proximities, internal linking, featured snippet targeting, contextual flow. So let's expand on some of the other agents. Semantic depth, frame semantics, and entity contextual relevance optimizer. So frame elements, definition, triggers, risks, detection methods, and impact on SEO. Frame, philosophies, patterns versus practice, ratio, formulas, use case, expert quotes. So here you have entity, attribute, and relationship mapping. So let's expand on number 3. And again, you can always just paste copy. But you could actually paste or copy any of these prompts I'm putting in here, and they will activate all the required agents. So there's 2 agents here at work, the NLP optimization agent and the lexicon generator. Oh, we also have LinguaFlux in there too. LinguaFlux is not in the copy that's currently available. That's a new update, and it's looking good. So here's LinguaFlux suggesting alternative phrasing. This was what increases semantic depth, and also it's going to add different synonyms and verbs. So again, lexicon generator, create some engrams, triples again, synonym clusters. So that was step 3. This will take some time, but it's a video worth doing anyway. So let's grab number 5 as well while we're here. Save a little bit of time. So schema and linking, obviously, probably best left to last if you want to get, well, you could do each section if you wanted to do different sections, different schema. And internal linking, ideally, you'd probably want to upload your own sitemap at the beginning as well. So we can partly ignore this. Just giving you some best practices there. And again, what are plans to do when it comes to drafting. So let's grab number 5. And for this, I'm just going to let it go search the web. Again, it can go off the data that was you'd already uploaded. You could upload data from SEMrush if you wanted to, or any of those data aggregators, and give it the data, or you can allow it to go out, and it's going to go out here and search Bing, not Google, Bing. But it's going to be there or thereabouts anyway. It is going to find information gaps. So that was the 5 steps, 5 agents demonstrated there. There were multiple agents in each one. So let's do this. And we can tell it. So it's given us a nice list of entities as well under here to use. Now that would lead to quite a large section one. But let's do it anyway for demonstration purposes anyway, to show how really deep you can go. This is a good question. Direct answer, snippet line, mechanism of transfer. So again, entities is Bill, Google patent, his role, establishes expertise and context. Phrase-based indexing. Transition to the next section. Then just a tip. So what we're doing basically here is building a sentence level brief for the writer. So this could be handed off to a writer, or you just double back on yourself and you have the GPT itself do the writing for you. So what you're doing here is you're building from the beginning an entire content brief, and it's not just telling you what it's going to do, it's telling you why it's going to do that and how that's going to help. So having a session with this GPT is almost like an educational experience in itself. And we're back with section 4. We go to section 5. So that's the final section, all 6 sections. Would you like a full draft of this section? So we're going to just say, we shouldn't need to go back and paste it in. It should have context. And we can bring in Kevin. As I suspected, it's quite a large section one. So we let this run off here. And by the formatting of it, I think I'm going to post this on LinkedIn. Section 5. Let's do some FAQs. Let's have some fun. And yeah, let's have some fun on LinkedIn with this one. Post it up. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as I said, use any of the prompts that you found in the video and enjoy the agents. A few agents I hadn't covered actually here, but I got through a few of them and little workflows you can do. So I hope you enjoyed it and talk to you soon. Almost forgot, as an addendum, obviously, this one is very text heavy, but using the Kevin stylometry agent is quite an important thing. Now, I do design GPTs like to write like humans anyway, but the stylometry injection really makes a huge difference when it comes to something important to some people, which is detection. And so I do my best to make sure what's coming out is human as possible sounding. But nothing's perfect. From time to time, you will get a reading from these AI things. But I do my best to make sure that stuff doesn't come out AI generated. So let's give it a whirl. So it says it's 100%, despite me literally paste copying now the AI and the actual prompts, like where it's saying it's AI. Here's the FAQ GPT said. So yeah, it's as good as I'm gonna get it, and as good as anything else out there. So it's not only humanizing the content, it's optimizing it and humanizing it, which is what a lot of all the other humanizers actually do, is they de-optimize the content, or else it doesn't even read well. So yeah, with all the AI footprints paste copied in, it came out clean. As I said, it's not perfect, from time to time, you might get a bad one back. But more times than not, we're good to go. And it's better than anything else out there. So anyway, that's just a quick addendum.